Subhanallah, what's going on between Andrew Tate and Nas Daily? I already had 3 suggestions about their beef. I have no clue what's going on between Andrew Tate and Nas Daily, but I'm about to find out and leave my comments on that as well. Let's find out.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.
Wa
I
alaikum
hope
salam
you're
wa
well.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Nas Daily is making headlines again. Every so often, Nas attempts to garner attention through the use of controversial statements in his videos, tweets, and other media.
That's what he's known for.
Judaism was the first religion to believe in the idea of one God,
False.
indivisible and infinite. Yeah, that idea.
That is false. That is false. What about Adam alayhi salam? We learn in the Quran that there were prophets even before Musa alayhi salam. I mean, just look at Nuh alayhi salam, for example, or Salih alayhi salam. Like, there were so many other prophets as well, right? So Adam alayhi salam came with Tawheed. That was the first human being created, right? So it started with Adam alayhi salam in this dunya with the belief in one God, right? So this is what he says is actually false.
Came from here.
This is the type of person that can't stay out of controversy for a very long time. What's he up to this time? Who blasted him the way he deserved? Let's find out. Nas Daily, whose real name is Nasir Hussain, recently posted a video on his social media handle, boasting and celebrating the death of Hassan Nasrallah. In the long tweet, he mentioned that he was among those who was a victim of Hassan's actions. And now that he is dead, it's great news for him as well as for the others like the Syrians, Lebanese, Saudis, and Israelis. At the end of the tweet, he emphasized that extremism will be destroyed, even if it takes a long time. As expected, this tweet was met with much criticism because of the open display of Nas's hypocrisy, and he received a proper and appropriate reply which he truly deserved from the Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate replied to Nas Daily that he is just a fake person who displays that he is very happy from the outside.
I have to read this. I remember when this little B-word did his daily videos. I see his, his animal-like face and think he's fake happy to try and hide the fact he is a snake, okay. Physiognomy shows rage. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the word. From repressed, okay. Frustrated at the word for being weak. Okay, t-shirt 37% life complete. Lol, literally. Okay. I see. Okay.
Outside because he wears a fake smile
cursing here. Sorry,
almost
I can't read
every
that.
time.
Haram.
But in reality, he's nothing but a snake. Andrew Tate may have used highly abusive language, but the message here is clear. Nas Daily is a hypocrite that harbors a deep love for Israel. The tweet of Nas Daily clearly exposes the inner double standards of his. Here we can see that he is so happy that the leader of Hezbollah was put to death because, according to him, he was a threat to peace. But we don't see any such use of language against the IOF and Israeli politicians who are committing war crimes in broad daylight against the Palestinians. In his tweet, he stated that people belonging to regions like Saudi Arabia, Syria, Lebanon, and Israel were very happy that Hassan died. It may be true, but shouldn't he also care a bit about the happiness of Palestinians?
Yeah, and about
because
the safety.
His parents were also one of them. Where was his tweet when Palestinians faced everyday discrimination and oppression in the illegally occupied regions of Palestine? The reality is that neither he has the courage to speak or even write a post against his masters, nor does he care even a little bit about the Palestinians. Last year, at the start of this ongoing onslaught in Gaza,
did he even donate anything to Gaza? I'm wondering, like, he has the finances, he could like help financially, right? But did he do anything? Does anyone know? Because I have not found a single confirmation. Allahu Alam, maybe in secret he did something, so I can't judge this, but he wrote something earlier there about coexistence, right? But how can there be coexistence if one side is hammering on the other side, and even if people say, come on, stop, let them have their own state, this and that. No, I'm not stopping. I'm hammering everything to the ground until there are no more buildings standing there, and this is just ruins everywhere. Like, how can there be coexistence if one nation is hammering on another until everything is crushed and there are no more houses standing there anymore or something, right? It's like, what do they want to do? They want to... How's that coexistence? It makes no sense.
A little bit about the Palestinians. Last year, at the start of this ongoing onslaught in Gaza, he tweeted that he is Israeli first and Palestinian second. But here we like to correct him. He's nothing but an Israeli citizen with no connection whatsoever with Palestine, because he would not have always backstabbed them while showing full love and support to Israel. Andrew Tate, no matter how controversial he is, and there are definitely some actions of his doesn't go in line with the values of Islam, but his stance to stand up and speak up against the oppression of Palestinians was always clear. On October 7th,
listen to me, guys. So how is my stance on Andrew Tate? Like, I actually want to address this here as well in this video, so you guys know how I actually feel and think about Andrew Tate. So first of all, I do believe and think that Andrew Tate is our brother in Islam. I have not given him any takfir and said he's not a Muslim. This is not my stance. I still believe he's a Muslim. But what I believe, and this is my nasiha for Andrew Tate, if he ever sees my video, he needs to change his environment, his friend circle. I know about some reverts here in Germany, for example, that were at the beginning very eager to learn about Islam. They said the Shahada, their Iman increased, and then they returned to their old environment, to their non-Muslim friends that did a lot of haram, like sinful actions, that are drinking, smoking, having girls and this and that. And then what happened? Their Iman went down again, and when you met them again, you were like, wait, what happened to that Muslim? Like, he just said the Shahada, he was so happy about Islam, he was talking about the Quran, how it's the truth all the time for a couple of months, right? And then some months later, he's just like he was before Islam, right? And this is the problem with reverts when they return to their old environment, or let's say someone has a haram relationship, and maybe it's like difficult for someone to split up with someone, right? But if you return to your old environment and they're non-Muslims and they have certain haram habits that they share with you, or certain hobbies that you maybe do that are against Islam, if you stay in this sort of environment, your Iman will never really grow. Like, there needs to be almost like a miracle happening to you, or some very strong traumatic event or something, that your Iman comes up again. Like, the only way to take care of your Iman and your Islam, to practice it truly, is to have good environment, good friends and nice people. And if you can, maybe do a nikah with a good righteous sister, or if you're a sister, find a righteous good husband that has some sabr and patience with you because you're new in the deen, right? And then your spouse helps you with Islam, or your good friends, the new ones you have, right? Like, you need to change your environment if you're new to Islam, or you end up being stuck at the beginning all the time, and you will never really improve much. Like I said, unless maybe some traumatic event or something very special happens in your life that increases your Iman, maybe like a near-death experience, or some disaster that befalls you where you suddenly end up calling more to Allah and you keep doing your prayers and stuff. But those are life events, and not everyone gets this sort of trial, or you could say like second hidayah almost, right? Where you receive guidance and then some event happens with a lot of trial that gives you another guidance or something. Like, not everyone gets that. If you have like a very comfortable life after you accept Islam, you don't have too many trials, and then you return to your own environment, you have to take care of your Iman externally. What do I mean by that? Have a good environment with practicing Muslims around you. Because not everyone gets an internal increase from Iman because of hardships or trials. Some have other trials, right? So this is why I always suggest for Andrew Tate, find better friends that are on the deen and not those that drink, smoke, party and have girls, because this is not good for your Iman. Yeah, may Allah help Andrew Tate out and give him a better environment. Ameen.
The oppression of Palestinians was always clear. On October 7th, he posted a tweet on his social media account displaying his disgust and anger at the ongoing brutal onslaught on Gaza that has been going on for a year now and has not yet stopped. It seems that Andrew Tate, even though he has just converted to Islam, even though he does not have Palestinian blood, is far more loyal
Yes.
to the Palestinians
He
than
donated
Nas,
too, I know
who
that.
was not only a born Muslim but also had Palestinian roots. If this video reaches Nas, we would like to give him a piece of advice that it is better if we don't lecture on what is extremism and what is not, because you are educating others on this topic means taking classes on how to be kind and generous from Binyamin Netanyahu. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from hypocrites.
Ameen.
Ameen. That's it for today, brothers and sisters. I hope you liked the video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We
Yes.
would love to hear from you. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, share this video with your family and friends. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, let me give you guys a little lesson we also learned here about Andrew Tate and about Nas Daily, right? One is Palestinian, doesn't feel a thing for Palestinians, and one is not Palestinian but feels something for Palestinians. And that just shows how beautiful this is when it comes to like how are we in front of Allah no matter where we are from. You can be a Chinese Muslim, you can be a German Muslim, you can be a Turkish Muslim, you can be an Indonesian Muslim, you can be Malaysian Muslim, you can be a Syrian Muslim. It doesn't matter where you are from or if you are black, white, Asian. In front of Allah, you are the best if you are the best in your deeds, right? In what your actions are. What is your tongue speaking? Are other Muslims safe from you? Do you show compassion and some good Muslim attributes towards others? How is your deen? How is your Islamic practice? Like, how is your heart? Like, this is what you will be judged on by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not by your heritage, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you're Palestinian. Someone can be a Palestinian, can be like super evil, right? Someone can be, let's say, a Russian, right? A Russian Muslim, and you're the best of the Muslims of this generation. And you're Russian. You're not even Palestinian, but you cry for Palestinians. You donate to Palestinians. You help them. Like, it's all about your actions. You can be a Muslim from Ghana, and you're much better than a Muslim from, let's say, Turkey or somewhere. Or you're a revert from the UK and you're better than a revert from Germany, for example, right? Like, it's not about where you are from. You can be British, you can be German, you can be from Ghana, you can be from Turkey. It doesn't matter. It's all about your action and what you are as a Muslim and your deeds, because this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge you based upon, right? Like, what were your actions? How was your faith? How was your ibadah? All that. Like, did you do your prayers? Did you help others when they were in need? Were you kind to others? Were others safe from you? There are so many things that give you hasanat in Islam. It is crazy. Even if you smile at a person, this is actually a form of charity. So, or like a nice post that is uplifting. Like, if you write a post online, someone reads it and they feel good about it, and your intention was you did this for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because you want to help humanity and uplift them with some positive quote or something, this is also a form of hasanat, right? Especially if you're quoting something positive from, like, say, an authentic hadith, and people read and learn this from you because you shared it online, you get hasanat from this. Or if you share a beneficial Islamic video to your friends, this is also hasanat. So yeah, this is the thing. Like, what did Nas Daily really do on the deen in public? What did he did he do even secret, even anything that got leaked or something? Like, we don't know the hidden actions of Nas Daily, so I can't totally judge if he did anything good for Palestine, and we have to always, like, also assume good of other Muslims, right? But what Nas Daily has shown in public, I'm talking about public, what we just read and saw, has been very, very negative and very, very evil, and this is definitely sinful as a Muslim to speak and post like that. Like, that's what I can tell from what he did in public, right? And yeah, Andrew Tate is definitely like very supportive of Palestine. He made several videos about it, and I know that he donated there too to help the people. So yeah, may Allah guide Nas Daily and make him change his ways. Ameen. And yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. If this video was informative and you guys enjoyed it, please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time, inshallah.